What's up, guys? Chase fan number 9 here, and here is part 2 my Talladega race review. This time I got the phone right here, looking at the results and all that, and that I can explain better. Damn, my nose always itches every time I do these. Anyway, so second half of the race, stage 2, stage 3. This is where things start to get real, okay? So, the longest, when we got back racing, the longest green flag run was lap 63 to lap 108. That was 45 laps, and everything else afterwards, it was just a huge wreck fest in between then. So we had some leaders up there, like, we had Blaney up there. Yeah, Blaney was creeping up there, and he led for a good while. Logano was up there, and Chase Elliott managed to lead some laps. So good job. I know he's below the cutoff line now, but yeah. Another driver that led laps during the stage was Jimmy Johnson, and we'll talk about him later. And the pit stops were interesting. We had drivers like Keselowski, Almirola stay out, Elliott, Logano, all those guys. Some strategies were interesting, but I can't dive too deep into that because sometimes I tend to forget everything. So yeah, and stage 2 was okay. It was just the last 5 laps that were really intense. So looking back on what happened, I think I kind of went too far thinking that Logano was at fault for running over Alex Bowman. So what happened was Bowman got a huge run off of turn 2, and apparently he came up too late, and Logano just ran him over and shot Bowman down the track. And I thought Bowman was gonna stay on the apron or just slide through the grass because that was my first initial thought. But nope, he decided. Unfortunately, he came back up into the track and took out Larson, who I didn't need to worry about. Johnson, unfortunately, Elliott got into it. McDowell, Priest. Yeah, somehow Priest couldn't avoid some of the wrecks today, but I think he got. Yeah, Priest couldn't avoid some of the wrecks, so yeah, but he finished the race. Hamlin was in that. Truex got a piece. So yeah. Bowman, Johnson, Larson got the worst of it. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Who won the stage? Boyer won the stage. But drivers like Logano, Keselowski, Dillon, Austin Dillon, even though he's not in the playoffs. Blaney got some points along with Chris Buescher, won by the Busch brothers, so not too worried. At least Boyer got a stage win for once. Yeah. And then we went back racing, and then there was another wreck involving Bubba Wallace and Blake Jones, which was kind of weird. Blake Jones did finish this race, so yeah. So what happened was Blake Jones apparently, I think it was Bubba Wallace that got into him, and it caused Blake Jones to go spinning. So that's what happened. But no harm intended for those guys. They did what they could. And then we had another one, which I saw the end of it. What happened was I think Truex cut a tire and it tore up the right side, and yeah. Yeah, Truex's car, he was torn up, especially after when he blew that tire, which scattered debris all over the backstretch. I don't blame them for bringing out a yellow. So, yeah. To see that was a real debris caution, folks. It was not no phantom one. You know, cars being consistent with these debris caution. Next up, we have, well, let's see. Yeah, we saw lots of drivers creeping up there, like, so drivers like Chris Buescher was running up there in the top 10, Parker Kligerman. And also, I forgot to mention, during the end of stage 2, at the end of stage 1, Paul Menard did, get out of his car and was replaced by Matt Crafton throughout the race. So, it's glad to be safe than sorry, but yeah. Ty Dillon, Matt Tifft, Landon Castle were up there. And of course, just like always with the play tracks, Ricky Stenhouse was up there. And was I surprised? Technically not. Especially, you've seen my last video where it's going to go to GTG Doherty Racing. So, yeah. And also, I don't like Stenhouse because I'm cool with Stenhouse, but he just sometimes doesn't. He keeps wrecking a lot. And this time, none of the wrecks in this race were caused by him. And someone said that Stenhouse ruined the race. I'm like, bullshit. Didn't hear that. Okay. So, yeah, that one wreck with Kurt Busch, yeah, it started in the other lane, not in Stenhouse's lane. So technically, he didn't. So therefore, he technically didn't cause any wrecks. So yeah. And you guys were thinking that Stenhouse would cause trouble. Nuh-uh. Yet, you people have to keep in mind, these drivers are giving their lives for the sport, folks. So, yeah. But anyways, we went 16 laps and they were racing for a good while. Austin Terry led a lap. Oh no, yeah. Ricky Stenhouse and Joey Logano, they were the cars to beat along with Ryan Blaney. And for some reason, I had a good feeling Ryan Blaney was gonna be up there, just like I said, because he's been on it. Man, oh yeah, well, it's like Landon Castle led a lap during one of the pits. Looks like Kyle Busch, as usual, was up there, so I wasn't surprised. But anyways, as they're racing, we had another caution, and Clint Boyer apparently spun on the apron in turns 3 and 4 when his tire went down, and he apparently got stuck on the thing. Because if you look at the apron, in turns 3 and 4, it's kind of elevated, so that plate did. So yeah. And then after that, we got back to racing, and it was another intense race. We saw like some 3-wide racing and all that. And this next wreck was pretty intense. So I was watching Logano, and I see William Byron creeping up on the inside, and Logano gets a big one. And for a while, I thought Logano had blown the tire. I was like, oh wow, like I didn't see that coming. Yeah, you should have seen my heard my reaction, but of course, school. But what happened was a stack up happened behind Byron with Kurt, Kyle Busch, and Buescher, and they apparently and it caused him to get sideways and turn into the path of Logano. So yeah, that pretty much ruined his day. And was Keselowski taking? No, he was taking on the next one. Oh yeah. So yeah, yeah, and also Matt Crafton got a piece of it. Austin Terrio, I have to agree, he was having a good run until that point, and unfortunately, it's kind of sad he got taken out in that. But hey, he's got some more starts, and he's technically not done yet. So Eric Jones, his bad luck continues. Byron, so that means 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars are out. Daniel Suarez got some damage, and Ryan Preece once again couldn't avoid the wreck, and so yeah. And he didn't drive into the wreck, he just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, so yeah. Then we had another one with Suarez where he just spun. I forgot what that was about. I think he went into the grass or something. I could be wrong, but and then we get to the wreck that you guys probably want me to talk about, and that is the one with Brendan Gunn. So what happened was Stenhouse was on the inside, Kurt was on the middle, and he gets turned this way by Kyle Busch, but I think it was just the noses of this car that played a role. And he turns up into Brendan Gunn, and they get silenced. And as I'm watching that, I see Brendan Gunn do a barrel roll in the corner, which I believe has happened before. I think with Elliott Sadler a long time ago. I think I'm around that. And yeah, that was a scary flip. If he landed on top of Busch, that would have been a dangerous wreck, dangerous crash. Keselowski, who was on the outside, plowed into Kyle Busch, and if you can tell, I'm talking mostly about the wrecks in this race, but the 3-wide racing was good, so yeah. But anyways, Keselowski was pretty much done. I saw Keselowski on the caution laps basically park at the end. So he basically was like, fuck it, I'm done. And I don't blame him. Besides, that car isn't going to make it far anyway, so yeah. And also, unfortunately, David Reagan and Matt DiBenedetto got taken out in that wreck. And David Reagan was having a good run. He was running in second. Ricky Stenhouse and DiBenedetto were running 1-2 at one point. I think the lap before. So that was pretty cool. And see, thing about play tracks, you'll never know who's going to be up there, regardless, Daytona or Talladega. So, but anyways, Brendan Gaughan, he was glad to see him out of his car. That was pretty intense. And sometimes the thing about these wrecks is that sometimes you just can't avoid them. So yeah, Reagan and some of those people got the worst of it. So yeah, and thank you guys for talking to Matt DiBenedetto. He had a nice paint scheme too, but just like always, gets taken out. But yeah. So see, that wreck was not caused by his racing. So yeah. Somehow Blaney managed to hold everybody off for the last 7 laps, which I kind of find very good. And just like any other crash, they did have to bring out the red flag for that wreck. So technically, yeah, it's not. I don't blame them. But anyways, to the finish now. I tell you, that finish, man. I guess you got to give credit to Ty Dillon for pushing Ryan Blaney. See, guys, the Dillon brothers are not that bad, especially when they play track. Besides, the Dillon brothers were up there, so they could have helped each other. Besides, Ty Dillon was running as high as 3rd place. I'm like, can you believe? Michael McDowell was up there, Matt Tifft, Landon Castle, and my boy Ross Chastain was up there. And you know who else? Corey LaJoie. So that tells you how much potential there is. And of course, you got veterans like Almirola and Denny Hamlin. I knew they were going to be up there, but still. And of course, Ryan Newman. We'll talk about him more. So yeah, Blaney managed to get the lead, but next time, can we not be single file on the bottom as well? And also, speaking of single file, there was like only a freight train for one part of the whole race, so that tells you something. Not very much freight training. But anyways, yeah. So and Blaney managed to get a good start, but next time can we be like at least double wide coming to the line, the white flag next time? But anyways, yeah. So as they're coming down the backstretch, I was surprised actually when Newman and Hamlin made that move, and I was like, no way, Ryan Newman is coming. But I'm like, I know some people are kind of about Newman, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, he got a big run. But Hamlin, if you want Newman to win, I'm like, next time, can you keep behind him next time? So, because besides, I know it is what it is, but hey, like I said, anything is possible. Yeah, Newman was out there, but unfortunately, the run came to him and it kind of ended up hurting his chances. It seems like every time at Talladega we see Ryan Newman towards the front of these races, but as he's doing that, Kligerman and Busher both crash on the white flag. Guess they're like, fuck it, let's just crash this. But anyways, yeah. But thankfully, Blaney learned from what happened in the truck race and did not go below the yellow line. And I tell you, he managed to get past Newman and be side by side with him coming across the line and you know what ends up happening? Blaney ends up winning. And they were 3 wide. Can you believe that? And also Blaney had help from the 10 car, so that was good. So yeah. Blaney ended up winning the race, and I'm so happy for Blaney. Just like Thrashman and all those other people out there, they called it. Yes, Penske won Talladega again, but hey, it's a guy that matters. I'm like, wow, can you believe that? As much as I want Newman to win, it is what it is, and can't argue with that. I'm glad Hamlin didn't win because he's already won there, so yeah. So anyways, here are your results. Sorry if it looks kind of blurry, but you can, yep, that's right. Blaney, Newman, Hamlin, Amaral, and Michael McDowell, his second top 5 on the plate tracks. I tell you, one of these days, Michael McDowell is going to win one of those plate races for sure. Austin Dillon, good finish. Corey LaJoie. My man, Chase Elliott, he too was making a good recovery. And I think he was up there leading for a while. Or I could be wrong, but yeah. Stenhouse 9th and Dillon 10th. And Legon missed out. Ha ha. On the top 10, but anyways, those are the results right there. So yeah. If I had to rate this race, I give it 10 out of 10 because we saw everything. We saw 3 wide racing. We saw some drivers lock bumpers, the tandem drafting, very little freight training, 3 epic big ones, 2 red flags, and 1 photo finish. Yeah, I went to our eating hall for the finish, and because I didn't want to do it in the library, which I was previously because I didn't want to do, but yeah, that was a good finish, and you can't deny that. So yeah. I tell you, the wins are gonna start coming. He just needs to get used to it. So I'm just looking at this. I mean, the standings are all weird. Guess they mean some editing errors, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for my review. My man Ryan Blaney's on to the next round, and Chase Elliott. Hope we can do well. Says we won there last year, so anything can happen. But yeah, that first big one that unfortunately hurt Bowman's chances, and at least he admitted that he did. So yeah, I kind of regret some of the stuff I said about, but it is what it is. But anyways, that's pretty much it. We're on to Kansas now. I can't wait, and really looking forward. It said on the weather that there's weather on the radar for Kansas, but I don't think. But time will tell. So yeah. But anyways, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below to get notifications from my videos. With that, I'll see you guys all tomorrow where I give my picks. And with that, have a good one. And peace out. Bye.